What the veil really means, Bible's hidden stories. The veil, from Genesis to Revelation. A complete biblical analysis of the veil's separation, access, and restoration. Genesis. The first veil, Eden closed, separation begins. Genesis 3 verses 23 to 24. So the Lord God banished him from the Garden of Eden. He placed cherubim and a flaming sword to guard the way to the tree of life. Sin caused humanity to be driven from God's presence. A cherubim, angels, and a flaming sword guarded Eden, creating a barrier, veil, to God. This marks the beginning of spiritual separation from God. Symbolism. Veil equals separation from God. Cherubim equals protectors of God's holiness. Sword equals judgment. Genesis. The people begin to call on the Lord, seeking reconnection. Genesis 4 verse 26. At that time people began to call on the name of the Lord. After separation, return to seeking God begins with the descendants of Seth. This signals the first public worship, a longing to reconnect with the Creator. Symbolism. A worship as a response to separation. Lays the groundwork for priesthood, sacrifice, and access. Exodus and the tabernacle. The veil in the temple, separation sustained. Exodus 26 verses 31 to 33. Make a curtain with cherubim woven into it. It will separate the holy place from the most holy place. The veil is a barrier to God's presence in the tabernacle/temple. Cherubim were embroidered on it, like those at Eden's gate. Only the high priest could go behind it once a year, Leviticus 16. Symbolism. God's presence is holy and guarded. Human sin still demands limited access. Isaiah. The veil over the nations, spiritual blindness. Isaiah 25 verse 7. On this mountain he will destroy the shroud that enfolds all peoples, the sheet that covers all nations. A spiritual veil blinds nations to God's truth and brings fear of death. God's promise is to remove this veil, pointing forward to Christ. Symbolism. Veil equals spiritual blindness and fear. God promises restoration. Gospels. The veil torn at Christ's death, separation ended. Matthew 27 verse 51. At that moment the curtain of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom. Jesus' death tore the veil. God removed the separation. Access to God's presence was open to all. Symbolism. A veil equals Christ's body. Hebrews 10 verse 20. His sacrifice grants direct access. Epistles. The veil over the heart, unbelief removed through Christ. 2 Corinthians 3 verses 14 to 16. Whenever anyone turns to the Lord, the veil is taken away. The veil also symbolizes spiritual blindness and unbelief. Turning to Jesus removes the veil from the heart. Hebrews 10 verses 19 to 22. Through the curtain, that is, his body. Christ's body was the ultimate veil torn to open heaven to us. Symbolism. Faith removes spiritual blindness. Christ is both the veil and the high priest. Revelation. Full access restored, no more veil, no more temple. Revelation 21 verses 3 to 4. Now the dwelling of God is with men. There will be no more death. Revelation 22 verse 4. They will see his face. Final restoration. No more separation, no temple, no veil. God's people will see his face, just as it was in Eden, fully restored. Symbolism. Full communion and intimacy with God. Eden restored, access eternal.